What is going on, guys? I am Jehovah. Welcome to a video of Joel and I playing The Crew Wild Run Edition. It is a lot of fun, and it just came out yesterday on the 17th. It's an expansion of the original The Crew. There's been a lot of graphic updates. You can now climb the summit, which is kind of like a championship of the US car culture. And there's tons of new vehicles, motorcycles, monster trucks, dragsters, drift cars, all that good stuff. And if you already own The Crew, you can get the expansion edition, or if you don't own The Crew, you can get the expansion content as a part of The Crew Wild Run Edition. Anyways, guys, enjoy the video. So what's the inspiration on your paint job there, man?
Nickelodeon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. You want to drive, man?
Yeah.
Follow the leader?
Yeah.
Let's see, we got a Los Bolos Tequila. What? Tequila? Yeah, Tequila.
This is not in Detroit.
Not factual.
There might be a Mexican town, but I don't know. I don't think that's how you say it.
Probably not. Yeah.
I know of Greek town. That's a big thing in Detroit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's they have a lot of Greek food around there, and there's a casino. It's basically like the hangout area, because that's near Joe Louis, where the Red Wings play, and then where the Tigers and Lions play.
I don't even know. Whoops. I don't even know what Greek food is.
Like falafels and lamb.
Oh, lamb? Yeah, I've had some lamb in my day.
Yeah, they do it a certain way. I haven't
What's
eaten
this?
it in a while, to be honest. This
America Park?
The Detroit Tigers play at Comerica Park.
Oh.
Like, as in Comerica Bank, which I don't know if that's a bank where you are, but
no, never heard of it.
In the Midwest, but here in the North, I guess, I think there's a Comerica Park, or a Comerica Bank. So this actually kind of does look. This is the part where it does look like Comerica Park. They have this like entrance with the baseball bats on the top, and then
oh, that's what those are. I didn't even notice.
Going down here, I remember waiting in line for the last time I was at Comerica Park was for the Eminem concert with Rihanna, and I remember waiting in line around this corner. It would be, I guess, I mean, obviously this isn't like completely true to scale, but it would be like around this corner over here, and then waiting in line, and there was like a homeless guy walking up and down the line telling people he would sing to them for a ticket or just money. Like, he wasn't picky.
I was to say he wanted to see Eminem,
yeah,
but
like, I just want a ticket or money.
He's a
I'll sing you a song.
Big homeless Rihanna fan. That's kind of awkward.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He just Well, the thing is, if he got the ticket, he would have just
scalped it.
Because yeah, my dad and I have done that before. We've scalped and it's not just like some Detroit thing. It happens in big cities, but we like scalped it. We were like we were going to see the Tigers play. We had 4 tickets. So people that were gonna come with us couldn't come. So my dad's like, "Oh, we'll just scalp them."
Right.
So we get it to try, and we like give it to this dude. You know, he's walking around with or he's walking around alone. He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go pick my son up. You know, he's gonna be really happy. Yeah, he loves the Tigers," and he like so he like, you know, gave him the price, whatever. It was really undervalued. My dad just wanted to get rid of him.
Right.
We don't like walking around in Detroit. I mean, because who does?
Right. Yeah.
So we gave him to this guy, and he. So we get to the game, and we're like, "Oh, cool! We're gonna sit with his dad, and he's gonna be really happy, and he's gonna be with his son." And then it's just like these two like white frat guys that are drunk off their ass.
Nice.
They're like, "Oh yeah, this guy gave us this great deal for these tickets." And we're like, "Oh, how much?" And he's like, "Oh, double what you paid." It was like
right, what you sold them for. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, cool! That guy's a hustler."
What a great price. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. I've scalped tickets like twice in my lifetime, and it's a pretty shady thing.
It's really shady. Yeah, I personally would not. I would try to sell them on the internet as much as I could, because I don't like the idea of it. And then there was that episode of Home Improvement where Tim the Toolman, he had tickets to scalp, and he like scalped them, and him and Al had to go to jail, I believe.
I think I remember that. Yeah.
So I always think about that. I had never like even thought about
doing it. Like I had heard of ticket scalping, obviously, but I was like working one day, and my friend was like, "Hey man, we should go to the Chiefs game tonight." And I'm like, "What do you mean? Like we don't have tickets?" He's like, "No, it's not a problem. We just go, and then we'll worry about it when we get there." And I'm like, all right, whatever." So we like went, we tailgated, and then the whole time I'm like, when are we gonna get these tickets, man? He's like, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. And like they literally like they shoot off fireworks like 15 minutes, 30 minutes before kickoff, something like that. And so the fireworks went off, so we start walking to the stadium, and like 20 feet before we get to the gate, there's this guy, and we bought like actually really good, like we were in like the 15th row, and we bought them like really, you know, like probably less than, you know, half of what they were supposed to be. But yeah, that was my first experience scalping tickets, and I was like, okay, that's an actual thing.
That's actually really smart, depending on the situation. I mean, obviously you couldn't do that for the Super Bowl, but
right.
If it's a game and during a certain time versus a certain team.
Well, the Chiefs weren't good that year either. Not that they are normally necessarily. But
I was looking at pictures of the Brooklyn Nets game last night. They're in the NBA, and they don't really have any superstars, and they're not a good team this year. They were playing the Atlanta Hawks, and the Atlanta Hawks are a decent team, but they don't have any superstars either. And they were like, the stadium was a quarter full 6 minutes before the game started, and I was just thinking, man, if I was standing outside of that stadium, I could probably get tickets for like $20, or you could just even get tickets online for really cheap. So it's kind of an advantageous situation. It's just always
because those people are gonna rather get $20 than get back in their car and drive home and not have any money.
Yeah, and they did a really smart thing with the Lions, actually, because I know you're a Chiefs fan and I'm a Lions fan. They built this new stadium in the early 2000s, and they made this stadium state of the art with a bunch of restaurants. It's inside, which is good. Living in Michigan, and there's a bunch of restaurants and stores in there, and it's kind of like a mall where people play football also.
Right.
And just a really nice mall though. And so the tickets really don't seem to drop that much, even though the Lions are horrible. That's an ownership issue. But maybe I haven't been looking so hard, but because I also go to Pistons games, and the Pistons are better than the Lions, especially this year, but definitely has had a better record over their tenure, and those are cheaper tickets always. I think it's just maybe it's less people are interested in basketball in the country. Actually, that's definitely a thing, but it's never cheap. It never seems cheap enough to go to a Lions game. I feel like they should be paying me, but it's like, no, there's a restaurant here. No, you could go to the chop house inside.
It's a premium experience, I think, is what they're trying to sell.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like, it's more than just a game. It's an overall experience.
Yeah, I'm not big on that. I'd rather just watch it.
Watch the game and leave, yeah.
Yeah, or just like watch it on my TV at home.
Interesting. Click on the annotation on the screen if you guys want to find out more information about the Crew Wild Run.